What is going on, guys? This is Iron Noobs coming back at you with another Neverwinter video. This is going to be, I guess, my version of the Rant video from my perspective of what's been going on with the Cryptic ban hammer being dropped on console players. So over the last couple days, I've been watching a lot of the bigger YouTubers, and they're making videos, where they're pissed off about Cryptic is basically deciding to ban players that knowingly exploited a glitch in Mod 14 Barovia hunts. So I'm just going to start off the conversation by saying I have no clue what this glitch was, what this exploit was. From my understanding, I tried to do a little bit of research on it. From my understanding, it seemed like you could use your Taroka cards in the hunts and basically go into the hunt, die, spawn at a campfire, and say you used an epic dungeon Taroka card basically to make the boss and mobs as hard as an epic dungeon. If you died, I guess it reset it. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't know anything about the exploit. I do play on PC, and apparently it was on PC. But I'm not somebody that searches out exploits to try to do things in the game. But basically, my rant is probably going to get a lot of backlash from console players. It's probably going to get a lot of hate from console players, and maybe even some hate from PC players, because I'm just going to give you my personal opinion on it. Not only from a business standpoint, but from a player standpoint, and y'all can agree or disagree with me. Like I said, I'm sure I'll get some hate on the video, and I'm not throwing shade at any of these guys, not at any of these bigger named YouTubers that are in the Neverwinter community. But basically, okay, so I've heard numbers thrown out randomly in these videos where they're saying things like, Cryptic banning these characters, they're going to lose 80% of their population. They're going to lose 80%. They're going to lose 90%. I even heard a video where one guy said they're going to lose 99% of the character population, their player base population. And I found it kind of laughable for a moment, because do you really think as a business that somebody's going to throw away 99% of their customers? So I started doing a little bit of research. I'm not able to find anything as of now, September 14th, but I found back August 2017, and then as early as or as late as June 2018, just some random numbers. So back in August 2017, there were 15 million accounts all around, from consoles to PC, that being PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Um, PC owned 7 million of those accounts, PlayStation 4 owned 5 million of those accounts, and Xbox One owned 3 million of those accounts. So, and keep in mind, this was August 2017, but that's 15 million accounts combined with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's just over 50%. It's closer to about 60%. That's the entire account uh, numbers. It doesn't matter if people are playing or not. That's their entire account numbers. They have 8 million total in 2017. In June 2018, they updated their numbers to 18 million combined. I couldn't find any information on how many of those were PlayStation 4, Xbox, or PC, but there's basically an extra 3 million accounts made overall. So there's no way that consoles, even combined, is anywhere near 90% of the player base, and that's assuming that every single person on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One used this exploit. So let me just get that out of the way first, because I don't like when people try to use percentages and they have no clue what they're talking about. And like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I just don't like when people use percentages, because it's a way to hide behind numbers, and it's completely wrong. But with that out of the way, like I said, in June 2018, there was 18 million accounts made for Neverwinter. Now, I understand there's elitists, and I understand there's people that call themselves whales. A whale being somebody that spends a lot of money on a game. and feels like they're carrying the game. So I've played Neverwinter for about a year. I wouldn't consider myself a whale or an elitist by any means. I do spend what I feel is a significant amount of money on this game, and because of that, I'm investing into my entertainment. Why am I going to risk my investment by cheating, by exploiting, a game glitch that, yes, Neverwinter knew about. Yes, it was on PC. Uh, yes, it's not fair that they're not banning PC players, and I 100% agree with that. Um, excuse me, I'm sorry. But my thoughts on it are, if you knowingly used an exploit, and I don't know how game breaking it was, because like I said, I'm not sure what it actually did to the game. Like if it was just a way to farm salvage, I mean, because it's farming salvage, it's not that big of a deal. You're only going to reach 100K a day no matter what you do, even if, unless you have multiple accounts. But even then, I mean, it's not like you can technically trade astral diamonds between characters. But if you knowingly use an exploit in the game, then you deserve to be banned in my eyes. Uh, Permanently banned, I don't know. Like I said, depending on how big the exploit was, like if it was really huge game breaking, I've played games in the past where they were some really huge game breakers, and a lot of those people weren't banned for using them. But basically, if you're using a game breaking exploit and you know that it's giving you 1,000%, better stuff than the average player, then yeah, you deserve to be banned. And I have no problem saying that. That being said, it's not fair that PC players aren't being banned for using this exploit. If they could go back into the logs and they can find PC players that were using this exploit, to the point of that it was, it's destroying the game like that, ban them too. I have nothing to worry about because I've never used the exploit. Like I said, I don't even know what it is. But a lot of these YouTubers, they're pissed, and you can tell they're pissed because they've used this exploit. And now their investment into their entertainment is being threatened by the company that you shouldn't be cheating. I play this game for fun. Why do I need to cheat to get fun out of it? I'm not having fun if I'm cheating, because then it's not really a real win. You know what I mean? So, that's my thoughts on that. It goes back to the 100K AD nerf per account, that a lot of people were pissed off about. And at first, so was I. At first I was like, this is, BS. I'm not going to be able to make money and this and that. Honestly, it hasn't affected me at all. And maybe it's because I'm somebody that doesn't play, 10, 12, 14 hours a day, which if you do that, that's on you. If you got that kind of time, you want to put that kind of time into the game. But if you are somebody that does that, why would you want to risk your account by exploiting? Excuse me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you would want to do something like that. But basically, there's days where I don't even hit my 100K limit because I might come home and only play for an hour, So from a business perspective, there were bots, there were scripts, there were scripters that were scripting bots and basically running these bot farms and making millions and millions of astral diamonds in the game, which then they were trading in for Zen, but they're not spending money on the game. And I understand, not everybody has real money to spend on the game, and that's fine. But for the people that are spending money on the game, you're lowering the value of astral diamonds by doing that. And at first, from a player's perspective, you might get pissed because you're like, man, now I can't make as much money. Even if as a regular player, you're like, man, they're taking money making ways away from me. And in a sense, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, they're trying to help the longevity of their game, because I've played so many MMOs where botters and glitches and exploits are allowed to happen, and it just lowers the value of the in-game currency to the point that it means nothing. You go out and you drop $100 on this game and you get 11,000 in, and over on PC, that's 5.5 million AD. That's not even enough to buy a legendary mount. So $100 isn't anything in this game, and so these scripters will script bots to be able to make that type of money, so they can constantly buy up these legendary mounts and stuff like that and sell, or they'll sell the astral diamonds for pennies on the dollar, and that just lowers the value of your actual astral diamond currency. So I completely understand where Cryptic is coming from, and I have no sad feelings for people, like I said, if you exploited this glitch, if you're exploiting any type of glitch, in my eyes, you deserve everything you're gonna get, and especially and for the people that didn't know, somebody like me, if I would have got into a hunt and I just didn't know that they were exploiting a glitch, unless you physically did that glitch, I don't think it's gonna show them like, oh, hey, you glitched this, unless you physically did it, like somebody told you, oh, you do this and it's a glitch and we were able to, still get the money, but we don't have to, do it as hard or whatever, you know, for somebody that I guess it's not their fault, um, I understand and it sucks, but I really doubt they're gonna perm ban a lot of these people. But they specifically put a warning out on the forums, on their Facebook page, on all this stuff because you see it all over Reddit. You know, they know that there's exploits going on. They know this glitch is going on, and that's basically your free pass at that point. Don't do it anymore. But if you continue to do it, then that's on you, 1,000%. I have no hurt feelings for those people if they do get permabanned because you were specifically told, do not, we know this glitch is going on. Anybody that does it is going to get banned, and you kept doing it. That's all on you, man. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of put out my rant video and talk about how, one, I'm sorry, Xbox and PS4, but you're not 90% of Neverwinter's community. You're a big chunk. You're probably a good 60%, depending on how many of those accounts actually get played. And same thing with PC. There's easily probably 8 or 9 million accounts. The last numbers I could find was 7 million, but that was before 3 million additional accounts were made. There's and I guarantee you 7 million people don't play this game. I play this game almost every day, and there's not 7 million people playing this game. Matter of fact, I looked up some numbers. The highest peak was back in December of 2013, which I believe was launch, and it peaked out at 14,800 players online. Obviously, that was all PC at that time. And as of today, and I don't know if it combines all three of them, but there was an average of 2,600 players online today. So there's nowhere near millions of people playing this game by any means, but also consoles not 99% or any kind of astronomical number like that. Uh, you're not the entire player base. I do, it sucks for the people that are being banned. Hopefully they're just 3-day bans for you guys. Hopefully y'all learned, don't exploit, don't cheat. That's what it comes down to, is why play a game if all you want to do is cheat. I understand you want to be the best. I understand you want to make money. I understand things like that, but you don't need to cheat to do it, you know. And as far as these whales go, like I said, if you're considered a whale and you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on this game, because that's what a whale is to me. I come from a game that it's not made by Cryptic, but it's made by PWE. That game, people would drop $4,000 day of release of the newest armor, because you could literally buy the armor out of the boutique, the player boutique, with real life money. And I've seen people drop $4,000 day of release of this gear. Those are whales. Those are people that are keeping the game alive. But if you spend $100 a month, or you spend $200 a month, you're not a whale. And for the people that are considering themselves whales of this game, I really doubt that they're cheating, because they're spending money on the game. They have no reason to exploit anything. I could be wrong, Like I said, this was just my opinion. I hope it doesn't get too much backlash. I do want to know the community's thoughts on it. Um, like I said, my personal opinion is it is what it is. You cheated, now you got to pay the consequences. Other than that, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Like I said, start a conversation down in the comments below. Let me know what the community thinks, and we'll see y'all in the next one. This is Iron Noobs saying peace.